I'm biracial and I'm proud. I'm biracial and I proclaim it loud. I'm biracial, no hate can keep me down. No matter what my haters say, I proudly rep both of my races today. I'm biracial and I'm proud. I'm biracial and I proclaim it loud. I'm biracial and no hate can...
Assalamu alaikum, YouTube. What's cracking? It's your angry biracial back with another video. Welcome to episode 3 of my reaction of the TV series Black White. In this series, a black family and a white family undergo hours of makeup so they can look like the opposite race and try to experience what it's like to walk in someone else's shoes.
Today we're going to Jonathan's house, and a lot of people from Poetry are going to be there, and also actually some of Jonathan's friends as well. I'm excited because I get to know them outside of class now and get an inside look into their culture.
I don't date guys my age because they're immature.
So you had bad experiences. Have you ever tried it?
No.
No.
You're not bringing nothing. If you not
Well, I gotta bring something to the
you
table
have
first.
to bring something to my table.
Leave it.
So what do you bring to the table?
I bring everything. I work 2 jobs. I'm in college. I make A's and B's. I have a 3.0 point blank.
There you go, girl.
But you
Right.
got a young man camp.
And if you're not bringing that to the
Bring it.
table,
Bring
then you cannot be at my table.
I respect
Point
that.
blank. If you
I
come sit
respect
around
that.
and expect me to work 2 jobs and you laying up in the
respect
bed
that.
and then you always got your hand out, no.
As a white girl hanging out with the Poetry people, Devon and Jonathan and Blessed and Latoya, I was more conscious of the race difference.
Rose, right?
Yes.
How old are you, Rose?
Me, I'm 17 and a half. I'm actually going to be 18 in about a month.
Dang, that's what's up. When's your birthday? August?
22nd.
Okay.
Phil?
Yeah,
Virgo?
I'm a Virgo and Leo. I'm on the cusp. Yeah, it doesn't happen very often, but
I remember we talked about
it's like the last day. What's so funny about that? I'm starting to think, if you're not black,
What's your name?
to a certain extent, you're not in that group the same way everybody else is. That's really hard to deal with because when I go out, I'm putting myself on the line. Like, I gotta go in there feeling comfortable and confident.
Yo, you like every other black man, dog. You sound whack, man. Go into to get a job and start playing some tax, man. They ain't feeling my dreams, they ain't feeling my stuff. Jay Quest, you live in Pew Park, you ain't had it rough. So I'ma spit it for me, whoever choose to listen. And I'ma keep on doing the tracks and I'ma keep on wishing.
When the rap session started up at Jonathan's house, I started getting a little bit nervous. It's not exactly something I do very much.
I'm a woman, and that's how I'm coming. You trying to step to me, your punk ass just frontin'. I don't give a about nobody else. I do my damn thing trying to get my wealth. I never did you dirty, never tried to do you wrong. You want to get on the song and tell me I don't belong? Trying to bust me out in front of every body that you know, but your ass got to go, bro.
I'm scared and I'm intimidated. And of course, I could say, no, sorry, I don't do that, I don't do that. But it was like, do it. You know what I mean? If you suck ass, you suck ass.
It's really nice to hear you say something that I haven't heard, but I'm gonna tell you one thing that is true. Here's what I seen today. Your faces make me happy, but it's all I got. So here's my words, I'm gonna be shot. You know you rhyme much better than I do, and you got much beat. You gonna make lots of sense when you keep true. So thanks for stopping now and take it.
There's a few things that we gotta unpack here. But before I get into that, I want to let you know that I'm a bit off today. I have the flu and I feel like trash. And playing back this video, I know I look like it too. So forgive me in advance for that. The underlying theme in this entire show is trying to point out how different black and white people are. But at the end of the day, there's really not a lot of differences. And none of those kids in that group are stupid. They know something is going on with you. They can see the cameras everywhere. She is looking to find some underground black secret society that white people are excluded from. And I hope throughout this process she understands that that doesn't exist. That people are people. And that they are a lot more alike then they are different.
Brian told me about the races that he met at Leo's bar, and I was interested in seeing what kind of response I would get by me going myself. I wanted to know how white people really felt. This evening, I'm having a drink at Leo's bar, and Brian's bartending there, and I'm gonna try to talk to someone how they feel about racism. Yeah. So this is a pretty good bar. I'm visiting, so I'm just... Where are you visiting from? Georgia. Yeah. A lot of black people come to this bar.
I've only seen maybe one black person.
So if one was to move here, that could afford to live here, would it be a big problem, you think?
They were educated and everything like that, and wanted to assimilate with the community and make friends with the neighbors, just like everybody.
Right.
Black people are here complaining about being segregated. Yet,
so you feel like they do it to themselves?
They're segregating themselves by not wanting to fit in.
Right. As blacks always have to conform to, white culture.
America was formed by white people.
Right.
So that's the way it is. Good or bad.
Right.
Just the way it is. So when people come here, that's what they should want to be. If not, go someplace else.
I knew going into this place that something may happen, but I think for the life of me, I wasn't expecting what I got out of it. Because I met the most ignorant person I've ever seen.
You may know this. I don't know this right there, right here. They're proud of being dumb.
Oh.
They're proud of not doing good in school. They go around and they just go, I'm just dumb.
Really?
And if someone in their community is in school and is doing good, like getting good grades and might go to college, they're like, oh yeah, you're trying to be like a whitey, aren't you?
Yeah.
Parents are saying, if you're smart, you're going to be like white people. We don't want to be like white people. And the way we don't be like white people is to be dumb. That's here. I don't know what's like in Georgia. I'm just telling you.
That's fine.
I'm not religious and I don't care.
But what if I wasn't talking to this man and I was just sitting here drinking my beer? Is that what he would have thought of me? Not by talking to me, he already has this picture in his head, and I thought that's just so sad.
Look at the direction
I
going
couldn't
in.
believe some of the stuff he was saying.
He was eating it up well. Who took that one for the team, but
Sure did. That's why I was like, okay, now wait a minute. Not all black people are like that. He was like, I know, because see, look at you. Look how you're dressed.
yeah.
But he was being very honest. And I thought it's probably better not to say anything so that way he can keep saying what he needed to say. Instead of me saying my views and us not getting what we really needed to get,
That bar produced good stuff. That's twice in a row.
The Wargles are not having the same racial experiences that me and Brian are. It's kind of hard to have white people understand what it's really like to be black, to experience racism. To me, putting on the makeup doesn't really give them the experience that they need to, because if so, then they would be getting it. And right now, they're not getting it.
This may rub some people the wrong way, but I always try to keep things as real and as truthful from my perspective as I can. That white man was wrong about a lot of things in that clip, but he was right about this one. If you've been on my channel for a while, I've covered the dismal educational stats of black men and boys. And this is something that I have run into personally as a biracial man growing up in the black community. I love to read, to write, I got good grades. And they would always say some shit like this: stop trying to act white, or you're just trying to be like your white side. Even though I'm not half white, but they still assume that. And I've seen this happen with countless other young black boys and men who value education over hood culture. So it may sting a little coming from that white man, but a truth is the truth. It don't matter how it's wrapped. But everything else that man was spouting was just pure crap. First off, black people didn't choose to come here. They were forced here via slavery. And this whole mindset that white people founded America, so America is white people's and everyone else needs to assimilate to them, is also crap. Black people played just as much of a role in building America, in making America what it is today. America is a country built on the backs of slaves. And it's 100% fact that without some of my ancestors and the ancestors of every other black person in America, America wouldn't be what it is today. Black people don't have to assimilate to a country that they helped build, to a country that brought them here forcefully in chains. And it's sad that so many people have that same attitude as that drunk white man.
I'm going to a black church as a black woman, so I need to go shopping with Renee to find something to wear.
Like this may be a little bit too much for that particular church.
Really?
Yeah, what you would wear with it. I like this.
I love that. Oh, here we go, Renee. What do we think of that?
Oh, that's a little bit too much. See, like this is a little bit more subtle for me.
Although there's been some healing since the bitch incident, I don't really have a genuine affection or connection yet with Renee. There is an innate, almost distrust for her.
Now, how much is this one?
I'm a little silly looking at it.
You think so? Yeah.
Now, this is cute. Here we go. Here we go. What do you think?
I don't like it. But if you like it, go for it.
I'm kind of teasing.
Oh, okay.
Actually, this is beautiful. But wouldn't that look neat?
Well,
I like that. We came to the shop that had dashikis, and I thought that would be beautiful. I could see Bruno and I both donning these and feeling comfortable and almost regal.
It's 4 pieces.
For the man?
Yeah, pants,
wow.
shirt,
Yeah.
grand bubu, and hat.
Grand boo-boo?
Yeah, that they call grand bubu.
The whole idea of becoming black does, for some reason, give me permission to be more outrageous in ways, and I like that. I like stepping into that.
One size
What do you
fit all.
think?
I think it's nice. Wow, a white woman wanting to wear an African outfit. Why does she want to do it? Is she trying to make a statement, or is she inquisitive about our race? Like we're just so different, like aliens. I mean, it's like I really don't know if she's for real or that. Yeah.
You like that for both of us? Okay. All right. Let's do that. Okay. I was excited to wear these dashikis because they're just gorgeous. And I felt proud and beautiful. Wow, there's some neat shops. Maybe I'll come back down again with Rose.
You know, I can see how she can be irritating and how Renee can feel the way she feels about her. I think she is genuine in her curiosity, and she finds certain aspects about black and African culture beautiful. It is kind of annoying that she thinks black people just wear dashikis in churches every 5 minutes, but I don't think she was doing it to be hateful or spiteful. I think she has always wanted to wear one, but knew she would get some backlash as a white woman if she did. Now here is her chance to put it on and see how it feels. So I don't really blame her for that. Again, I can see how she can be annoyed with the white woman, and I don't think she's really giving the white family a chance. She came in with these preconceived notions, and after speaking with that drunken white man at the bar, everything the white family does comes across as racist to her, which I think is unfair. This is an experiment, and as I said before, there are going to be misunderstandings. And instead of getting offended, use this time to teach. And if she wasn't feeling the dashiki, why did she tell her that it would be okay, that they would look nice in it? To me, that's kind of creating a problem and then getting mad at the problem you created.
Just at 12. We have to go with them when they got on dashiki.
What colors is dashikis when they're bright yellow and green?
They're probably orange or something like that.
No, it's like a rust color and gold.
Why don't they just dress like Aunt Jemima on a syrup bottle and get it over with?
What he gonna dress up as?
He can dress like Uncle Ben. Shit. You know, it's crazy.
She wanted to.
No, I want them to wear it because I want them to see how ridiculous they are because if that's their impression of black, then they are... That's garbage.
At all the time I went to church, I've never seen one black person wear a dashiki. Everybody come in with
If
suits
they
and
are-
ties. Bruno and Carmen. I just think they took the dashiki thing a little bit too far. That kind of go way over the top. I think that's just, they being ignorant with their way of impressing on black people.
What are y'all wearing to church?
Oh, good question.
Yeah, it's a good
Thank you
question.
for asking.
Yeah.
Do you think they wear
I don't know.
traditional African garb
I couldn't tell you.
for this
I don't
church?
know.
We gotta know that.
But they're
King
so
Bruno.
they're so beautiful. They're so
King
beautiful.
Bruno.
You know, I can get into that.
Honey, take off your shirt if you're going to do it.
No, he just says,
Oh my God.
wow.
Gorgeous on you.
Oh, it's
Didn't
awesome.
I tell you I was right? The color looked good on him.
Wow.
It's beautiful.
I must
Magnificent.
admit, that is nice.
Your mom thought it would be good, right?
You didn't just what you wanted to wear. I said I wouldn't wear it, but you wanted to wear it.
Oh, I thought you liked it.
I mean, I like it, but it's not something I would wear. I would.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, I'd have fun wearing it.
Personally,
you wouldn't do it.
wouldn't. Right. Because I think that, honestly, if you wear those, everybody gonna say, who the hell are these people coming in here? But
I don't
that
think it's
just
necessarily
heightens.
a bad thing.
Well, let's take them tomorrow then. See what they say. They might
We'll take them.
take them.
I'm getting a mixed message here. Why would she say the dashikis would work and then later say they wouldn't? I mean, are you trying to help me or not? How do you think we're doing?
I honestly didn't think you guys were getting it yet. I don't feel that you're getting the experiences that I go through on a daily. And that's the reason I say that.
We each brought to this table our own perceptions based on who we are. That you and I had conflict probably had to happen. I'm sensitive. You have ideas. You know, charges on certain words or on whites not understanding blacks or whatever it is. I have an ongoing paranoia that I'm going to say something politically incorrect. You know, I can't even talk without being paranoid. And I was playing when I said bitch, and it got, I don't want to reenact that. I'm just, hang on. Oh, what?
But you know what? We're not all that different.
That's what I've been saying since the beginning.
You know, but that's kind of where I'm coming from. That's sort of my belief. And so far, that's kind of what I've been experiencing.
Brian has definitely experienced racism. I don't know if he's looking for it, and he sort of assumes that in any situation where he's not getting what he feels is his due, it's because he's black. I think there's a part of that there. But where do you go from that? It's like a checkmate. What do I say to that?
Bruno was right. We as people are really not all that different. And I can see the frustration on both sides. But she made a great point. And I've had the same discussion with white people. I was in this Facebook group where it was a bunch of white people, black people, and biracial people. And we were discussing racism and how we can overcome it and come together. And I remember this one white man, and he said that he loves black people. He hates what America has done to black people. He hates what his ancestors did. But he's tired of being blamed for it today because he had no part in that. He wants to help. He recognizes that there's still institutional racism here today, but he's afraid to open his mouth to give any type of opinion because if he, as an outsider looking in, says the wrong thing, he'll be labeled a racist. So I definitely feel there's a lack of communication, but I also feel that white people did start this mess. So they have to be a little bit more patient as the black community works through it and overcomes it. It's like you punch someone in the eye and give them a big black eye, then get upset that you have to see that black eye every day, and blame the person that you punch for having a black eye, instead of realizing that you caused the black eye, and it would take time to heal.
Making the friends that I have in poetry class has taught me about the confidence, the creativity, and the articulation very unique to black culture. They have encouraged me to write what makes me tick. I've been wanting to put together a poem that speaks of my experience in this project, how it's been really kind of this shade of gray. The same way that they get up and offer me their truth, I finally gave them a piece of myself.
We are going to the poem that you think that you're going to read, and then we're going to discuss it and comment on it. We're all going to criticize, like, you know what, I think this, that, and then we're going to give constructive criticism, and we'll also discuss your poems and what they mean to you and all that good stuff. So, let's get crack-a-lacking.
Vivid, self-life. Who gave my father that title? Who was there for me when I was sick? Who was there for me when my mother applied for WIC as I ate that government cheese? Now you want to step to me and say, please, see, back up out my space. So I'm about to put you in your place. Don't step up to me and expect me to call you father. Don't you even bother. Where the you been all this time? Life is streets. That's why I start writing poetry.
People are probably going to be stunned, and you're going to continue to have that blank silence your whole life. So just really understand that that means that you're brilliant.
I can tell that's coming from the heart.
Where we going, boo?
That this is all you. And every time you do this, it's always going to be flawless because it's all you.
Sticks and stones may break my bones, but they have never inflicted as much pain as words have had on me. One word in particular. A small, 3-letter word. In fact, whichever you prefer. Am I would wonder? Well, if by gay you mean, am I attracted to boys, then the answer is no. I've never been attracted to any boy or man. I would change all of me just to wash this ugliness off of me. This isn't me. This isn't what I wanted to grow up to be, honestly.
The beginning you held back. But I can say that like, you could really kill that piece if you would just, put you in that.
To be yourself and be real to what you feel, and you're beautiful. Your words and everything, it's coming together.
Okay, Rose, do your thug thizzle.
Okay. So should I do instead of, let's see. With matters of gray, there's no one word. In fact, I can't even really speak about it. Don't get me wrong, because I talk all the time, and I am a talker by nature. But when it comes to black and white, it all turns gray. I have struggled with this poem. The main point of this is actually my experience in this project, how it's been really kind of this shade of gray. And so I wrote a poem titled Matters of Gray, and it talks about how things aren't so black and white. I can only offer my ignorance. These are the words of a girl who has attempted listening to another side, hoping that the divide is slighter than expected and that I will be relieved by the growth of people. Well, if color means so much anyway, then why can't we get it straight? And that's one member.
Lean up against the wall. Comments?
I just felt like, that's it? Mm-hmm. Like, I didn't connect to anything. It just seemed like it was like you were giving a speech.
The performance I thought was excellent. I think that you have all those things in you to do anything. And the writing that you presented and the poetry that you presented has showed an amazing amount of talent, amount of range that was not depicted in that poem. So, and I think that's because you're not necessarily doing that poem for you. That poem I don't feel is all from you and what you want to say from you.
I felt a little insecure, like, am I not good enough because I'm white, or am I not cool enough because I'm me? I think the deceit here is really presenting itself uncomfortably because it's not just dealing with race. Because they are such a group of honest individuals, the makeup itself is a lie. Honestly, what I'm trying to grapple with right now is if I would like to come back into that class and tell them the truth.
I think that one sister in that group was absolutely right. She didn't write that poem for her. She wrote that to prove a point. Everyone else's poems were deeply personal. I'm a writer myself. I have 12 published novels out. She wrote a poem about black and white and how color doesn't matter, giving off the I don't see color type of vibes. And she is falling into the category that most white liberals fall into, When they get around a group of black people, a group of Hispanic people, a group of Arab people, it seems like they say and do things to go out of their way to prove they're not racist, instead of just being yourself. That first sister talked about never meeting her father. That's deeply personal. The other brother talked about his struggles with being gay. That's deeply personal. And now she is feeling insecure because she wrote a poem trying to impress other people, essentially all lives mattering that poetry session, instead of finding what is deeply personal to her, deeply rooted in her life, and writing about it. Some of the best artists, the best actors, the best writers, the best singers have struggled a lot, have experienced a lot of pain, and they found their voice in that pain. And though she has talent, she has yet to find her voice. And I hope that she and everyone else watching this, be you black, white, Hispanic, Arab, or whatever, understand that the best option is to be yourself, your authentic self. And that's where your best work comes from. Not everyone's gonna like you. Not everyone's gonna resonate with your work. And that's okay. She felt insecure during this whole time in the poetry class because from the beginning, she spoke about how they were talking about their experience with all their heart and their soul. And she hasn't found her voice yet. So she's feeling inadequate. And this has nothing to do with her being white or them being black. That is 100% her realizing that she is not as good as she thought she was. And sometimes that realization alone can be heartbreaking. I'm gonna end episode 3 here. As I said earlier, I'm not feeling so well, so forgive me for that. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. Did you resonate with anything I said or anything in the clips? Was I way off on something? Was I on point with something? But most of all, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. So if you can do me a favor and hit that like button, subscribe, share, and of course, comment below. All those things help a small, growing channel like mine grow faster. And as always, I love y'all. Be safe and know that we are really not that different. Peace.
It's angry.